Awarded as the best desert cafe in India and the Times Food Award 2022, the Chocolate Room needs no introduction. It is truly the best place for chocolate lovers, as recognized by Burb. The Chocolate Room has expanded pan India presence with 300 plus outlets in over 20 states and 60 cities, along with the extended footprints in nearly 8 countries. Hello, everyone. This is Prachi Ahuja, and welcome back to another foodaholic episode of F&B Talks by the Restaurant Times. Today, we have with us a believer, a doer, achiever, motivator, and a very talented F&B entrepreneur, Vikas Punjabi, managing director and co-founder of India's fastest growing cafe chain, The Chocolate Room. Welcome to F&B Talks, Vikas. It is always a pleasure to have an inspiring leader like you here in our community.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you very much for such a kind introduction. I'm not used to so much good words about me, but that's okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so before we start, I really want to know like your experience in the F&B industry till now. What were your learnings, outcomes, challenges, and takeaways?
Well, I am a foodie by heart. Was never by a business or work. So I have done my PhD in enterprise resource planning. So this was not my cup of tea. These were the days in Australia when I was a regular customer of Chocolate Room. Chocolate Room was a brand from Australia. So this is where I got this brand to India. Once I was moving back to India, I just took over the master franchise rights for India. And that's how the journey started in 2007. So then the degree went down and the passion took over what I have studied, and it got me to start this Chocolate Room, the first one in Ahmedabad. So that is where it started. And those were the days when there were not too many cafes around. Forget about being anyone in chocolate industry as well. So no one was there at all. There were coffee days and some baristas here and there. But other than that, there was nothing around in the industry. So we thought of exploring the market because it was a chocolate cafe, something new, what had not been tried and tested in the Indian market. So I moved back. We started our first venture from Ahmedabad, learned from the scratch, from basics by serving to the customers, talking to the customers, getting feedback, kept on increasing menu because initially when we started, it was all about just desserts and beverages. That's all. But when we entered into the Indian market, the palate, the customers and all this suggested they need something savory as well because just the sweet makes it too sweety,
Absolutely.
So that's why then we started increasing menu, got some consultants through our own brains and mindsets, just launched our new menus and one by one kept on increasing certain things which were the need of the market. And that's how this whole concept got totally developed with complete menu by around 2008. And when we went on, it was the franchising route that we wanted to start because we were never from a business background wherein, we had lots of funds that we would open pan-India company stores everywhere. So we always knew that we would explore the franchise route because some franchise industry was getting explored by lots of entrepreneurs during those times. So from there, it started since 2009. We have been franchising and here now, right now with 395 stores across pan India. The number keeps on going on. That is what the idea about how the Chocolate Room started.
Inspiring. So inspiring to know about this. Really, wow, amazing journey do you guys have. We've been looking like the Chocolate Room has been expanding at a speed of light for a long time now. And could you please tell me like your expansion strategy that helped your brand to succeed and that helped you to build your brand? And also why expanding a business is very much important and what is the right time to expand a business?
See, well, I'll start with the last question when you asked that, because before going into what's our strategy, I think so why expansion of business is important. Because as I told, we wanted to expand through the franchise route because we didn't have that many funds to open up company stores. And the product had its potential when we opened up our first store, seeing the customers' response. They were waiting for nearly 2 kilometers for people to enter inside. So, those were those humongous days wherein everyone wanted to pour in. And being a local from Ahmedabad, we opened up our first store there. But listening to people, getting their feedback, people traveling to Ahmedabad from Mumbai, Delhi, visiting our stores, letting us know that, this store should come up there as well. So that prompted us that, after 1 year of learning, getting because, all the products were coming from Belgium and Italy. So it
Right.
needed to be sourced out properly, proper packing needed to be sorted out before entering into franchise industry. So we took our time of 1 to 1.5 year before we planned that properly. And then was the time we thought that as lots of customers are demanding, before it's too late, before someone enters in with similar sort of a thing, it's time we should obey the customer's word and move into that territory where we are not present. And we started franchising from 2008 or 2009, 2008 ending or 2009 starting. So that is how we started. So I believe that personally, it's that time, it's that moment when you feel that your business is doing good, you should capitalize on that and immediately, get going, because that particular moment doesn't return again. So that's how we do business and feel that expansion. If you feel that customers' feedback is positive and you have everything ready to expand your business with all the byproducts and everything ready for the business to sustain, you should go for that. So the strategy of expansion should be taken care at the right moment at the right time. Now, our strategy is what you asked, what we took care of when we are expanding. Like, say, we are opening around 35 to 40 stores consistently every year. Now, we are not just present in India, we are present in 11 countries as well. So the brand is not just for India. After Australia, it has moved to 11 countries as well. So, it just keeps on going on and on everywhere. But our strategies are a bit different. In India, most of the franchise companies, how they are doing is they are tying up with franchise consultants and they're just relying on them. What we have done is we just don't focus on franchise consultants. Of course, that is a good idea. You should spread your wings. You should do branding. You should tie up with endless people who can talk about your brand, who can let people know. But don't just rely on them. We prefer on setting up our own marketing team. We work on SEO marketing. What we do is we do lots of Google marketing. We do AdWords marketing. We do social media marketing. We market through LinkedIn platforms as well. We do Snapchat marketing. So we do it in a different way, because we have that clientele. When you talk about chocolate room is not like an ordinary cafe, like a barista or a coffee day, where corporates go for their meetings. Chocolate room is a place wherein the age group from 6 years to 80 years go there. Why they go, I'll give you an explanation. Because the name, the chocolate room. Kids love chocolate room. At the age of 6 to 10, they can't go by themselves. So the family needs to assist them. We are tied up to lots of schools. We keep on doing events from day one in different schools. So kids know about the chocolate room. So once they go back, they tell their parents that they've got something from them. So let's go and visit there. So that particular mindset of kid we try to capture. And children is a huge factor of growing this chocolate room, because they come with family, then family have their something, kids have their own particular products. So the age group has helped us expand into a bigger territory. Second thing, chocolate room has always been a live kitchen, not like other cafes who serve frozen products and all. Here, all from day one, we have the live kitchen concept wherein all the desserts, everything, all savories are made live, fresh in front of the customers at every particular store. So that gives you a different feel, a different mouth feel, and a different product rather than those, ready products in those pastry cabinets and all, wherein you can just microwave and give it to the customers and people don't return back again rather than having those regular beverages and all. So this played a very important part, because at those point of times, live kitchen, other than restaurants, no cafe was doing. So that put us into a different league. That strategy worked. And then our marketing strategy, we used these pointers with age groups, with live kitchens. We promoted it heavily on all the online medias when people were not focusing that during that time. And we build up our own marketing team. Plus, not only our own marketing team, we marketed through our franchises to whom we sell. We told them, start giving references, pass a word if you are happy to your friends or relatives. We will give you some benefits, some added on benefits, which which will be helpful for them, to run the show when they are running their business, by giving them some complimentary vouchers, some free royalties for some months. And those are happy franchises. If they refer the brand to someone else, the other one, they don't question around too much. It's us only. We will check their background and approve it. So that was the reason which helped us, because each of our franchise, mostly pan India, owns 4 to 5 stores, which in the franchise industry, lots of people don't do that. And we have developed it through master franchise networks as well within India. Different states, we have found right people, right partners. They are our master franchises. So they work with us like co-partners. They also find right franchises through the references given. So we don't rely on franchise consultants. We run it through our own team, through our own resources, and through our own franchises, which we saw it's doing great guns in United States, in Australia. But India, lots of people were not exploring. They were just leaving it up to franchise consultants. So that helped us grow further and further and maintain a bit of consistency, not only in India and growing further in different countries as well. This is the sort of a strategy that we used.
Amazing. Lovely to hear about your expanding strategy. So it brings me to another question. Like your brand face says, don't just eat it, drink it, slurp it, munch it, snack it.
Yeah,
Like, this conveys how you have curated the menu in a lot of interesting ways.
that's right.
And since menu engineering is a major factor in client attention and retention both,
Yeah.
so what were the key factors that you took into account while designing the menu for TCR? And also, how did you decide, on the items that would go in the menu, and what is your take on the menu size?
See, menu is very important part. When we got chocolate room to India, we were also new. All we knew is this product is new to India, and we didn't have too much of knowledge. All we knew, we need to put this into the people's mind, heart, soul, and let them taste and accept this product. And after that, change the menu. So we went with what the Australian chocolate room was offering. We started with those products. Chocolate room is only company in India which serves 12 flavors of hot chocolate. When I mean 12 flavors of hot chocolate, those are not like, you make a one hot chocolate and add flavors to it. These are originally cacao cultivated beans from Belgium and Italy, in which, no flavors are added. They were made from the time of its farming and cultivation. So that's why when you have a hazelnut hot chocolate, you have those hazelnut bits and the real hazelnut flavor in hot chocolate, not that artificial flavor which makes you feel that it's the same thing. We are adding up flavors. So that was our USP. Other than that, our crockery is very unique and it's a traditional Italian crockery. It's called a hug mug. It's been held like this, not like a normal cup at all. In traditional 1800 AD, when Italians started drinking hot chocolate, when the culture started from there, we have got that crockery as well. So this makes us stand from another brands and other companies, because when a customer walks in, what do they look into the menu? Something different, something unique, what they don't find at another places. Now, 12 flavors of hot chocolate, no one was giving. When you talk about the crockery, when it's put in front of the customer on the table, they spend 2 minutes to think how to hold it, how to drink it. That puts us in a different league altogether, because that is what entertains customers. That, yeah, once we have different cups. We have a cuddle cup, we have a warming mug for corporates, where there is a warmer at the bottom. It's double the size. So people who are coming for meetings for 1 hour, they don't need to order it again, because that warming mug is for 400 ml, which no one is serving in India, and it has a warmer. So the more you take time to drink, the more texture and taste develops, because the warmer keeps on developing that. When we have make your own chocolates, you can decide your own chocolate, you can get your chocolate chips, and as per your taste, make your own hot chocolate. So how does a brand succeed when you have a different menu? When a customer walks in, if he walks in and tries one product, he likes it. Now he has different options to try. Don't you think he would return again? So that's our USP. So if we are making a customer return again, that is how we stand out from. And if they have liked the first product, then they'll definitely come up and try the second and third one again. And on top of that, we have, different flavors to try. And this is just hot chocolate. Forget about anything else. Those are all different things. We were the first one in India to launch fondues. So we have different types of fondues. We have chocolate fondues. Now, as I told, when customers started having chocolate and chocolate, they wanted something savory. We launched our cheese fondue range. We have different types of fruit fondues, cheese fondues, almond fondues, Nutella fondues, Mexican fondues, and all that. So it gives you an option of not only sweet, but of savory as well. So these are just two examples that menu is very important. And every 3 to 6 months, you got to keep on reviewing it. You got to keep on taking feedback from customers. We are very strong in taking feedback from customers. We have a feedback app. Customer keeps on sending us feedback. We definitely, with our team, sit on meetings, check out what needs to be done, what needs to be changed, whether it is a seasonal change or whether it is an organic, regular menu change. So we keep on doing that. Sometimes we organize competitions. In those competitions, customers suggest us, they win, we select their recipe. Sometimes there is a competition within the franchisees as well. They suggest us something. So, those things then are taken into operation and some things come up and develop into the menu. So these new things keep on coming, whether it is coffee, whether it is hot chocolate, whether it is pancakes. Before 5 years, we developed a product called Chocolate Bomb. Now, it created a sensation like such a way that people used to at night for 2 hours come up to only order bomb, and we were short of staff of making bombs. It
Wow,
was such sort of a
amazing.
thing. It's a round ball. It just comes on your table. You got to pour hot chocolate on it, and it melts. And inside, it's a surprise. You don't know what will come inside it. So
Uh-huh.
people just of all ages came up. There were people who wanted to propose their girlfriend by putting a ring inside. There were youngsters who wanted to put up a birthday gift. There were people who wanted to have their particular specific product inside. So,
Hmm.
these all examples I'm giving you because it's all about menu, as you asked me.
Correct.
Menu plays a very important part. After all, what we did, we are making everything out of chocolate, but we are developing something new, what people have not seen. Now you see across India, there are bombs everywhere. But the way we present, the way we make, it's quite different and unique to what others are doing. So
Hmm.
it's all about making and presenting it in the right way and giving that oomph factor to the customers that, yeah, what is this and why they have come to the chocolate room. So menu plays a very important part, not right now, before also, since food or beverages have started, and in the future as well. You keep on doing something new, you keep on creating something new, and you'll have that. Now, just to give an honest example, COVID times when everyone told that restaurants are the places where people get COVID. And people stopped coming in, cafes and restaurants were closed, 50-60% of chains were wiped out. So, those were the times when we thought if this pandemic comes in future, because this came first in our generation for the first time. So how to tackle it when everything is closed, when customers are not coming, how to keep this many franchise floating at all. What we did was we thought, let's sit and decide what if the customers don't come and this pandemic lasts long. So we developed our menu in merchandise, in retail. So now everything what was available in Chocolate Room, now it's available at every store to be picked up by the customer to make it at their home. Because what the whole world saw, everyone became master chef during pandemic at their home.
Correct, correct,
So we thought,
absolutely.
why not let every master chef try our products and make those products at home, have competitions, have some giveaway things and all. It worked out so well that we were so prepared that during second pandemic, which was very bad, and we felt it was a time when industry needed
Mhm.
us to do something for them, when lots of people died as well. At that point of stage, we didn't lose 1 rupee of business. Not good to say, but we had this plan ready after the first pandemic that
Correct.
we have the whole setup ready. Let no customers come in, but they will come up, they'll walk away. Whether it's a brownie mix, we developed a mix, they can make a mix at home. We developed
Mm.
muffin mix, we made cookie mixes, we started selling our hot chocolate powders. And then we are now the first in industry who is now making hot chocolates in various different types. It's no more just a powder. We have developed hot chocolate spoons. You can in different
Wow.
flavors. You go to your home, make a boiled milk, put that spoon, stir it, it becomes your hot chocolate in your flavor. No one has done that in India.
Mm.
We have made chocolate bonbons. Now, those bonbons are such, those are chocolate balls in different flavors. They have marshmallows inside, they have peanuts inside, they have Nutella butter inside, they have different flavors. Again, you put them inside, you stir them, it takes around 1.5 to 2 minutes, and that's make your own hot chocolate, So it's after all only one thing what we were talking about menu. But the hot chocolate now we are serving it in a spoon way, in multiple flavors, in bonbon balls way, and in powder way. So this is what we have done. Innovation, creation, R&D is what
Mhm.
we believe in, and menu needs to keep on changing, whether it is in retail or in dining. That's what we have done. So we feel it's a very important and integral part that your menu and research and development needs to work side by side to give customers something new on this.
Amazing and insightful to know that, Vikas. It is so amazing to know that this curation can also be done. I was surprised about the idea of a spoon melting in it and making hot chocolate at home. It's amazing to know. So
Great.
it brings me to the next question with
Yeah.
this. Like you told me, the restaurant staff.
Yeah.
So what I think is restaurant staff is the major factor that determines the goodwill of any brand. And one of the major challenges that people encounter these days are, finding a suitable workforce and people to represent as their face of the brand.
Yeah.
And so how do you overcome the challenges of staffing in all your chains?
See, to be honest, there is a problem, but we don't face too much of a problem. Why? Because from day one, me myself have has worked in the store with the staff, and I understood the nerve of the staff, that what they want, how they want to be treated. That thing taught me that if rather than on a corporate level, when you talk about HR and all, if they are kept as a family owned business for some time, because your initial staff for first 5 years, if they stay with you, you will never have a problem for the next 25 or till the point your business sustains.
Mm-hmm.
Now that first 3 years, being myself as an owner of the brand, as an entrepreneur working inside the store, that gave me that thing, that these staff should be felt comfortable, should be taken care of, should be given complete freelance to understand that, take their ideas as well, because they have also worked somewhere before. So they might have some ideas to entertain the customers. We are also learning every day. So what we have made up a habit, that there are regular training sessions to understand their viewpoints also, what they want. They have been given opportunities, like we have made up a structure in such a way, a housekeeper who used to be a housekeeper is now a manager of the store. So, we have given them English learning lessons. We have sent them to English classes. The company has invested into them. The company has given those old staff loans for making their houses as well. So I've done that. So such base, if you develop, they never leave you, because this is a extra warmth that you give them. Because what happens right now, due to competitive market in F&B, there are people, there are HR teams, there are marketing teams who launch to different cafes, pick up the staff from a running store, offer them 25% extra, even though they don't deserve that. So, if you first of all lock them by making them feel that over and above your salary, the company is taking care of you, the company is giving you such things which not too many people look into,
Mm-hmm.
giving that family warmth and the friendly feel, which you don't get comfortable in lots of other places, giving them added on benefits like those medical insurances and lots of other things. If we give all those to them, it makes them stagnant. It makes them feel that this company is taking care of me, and they will put one more extra leg into their extra socks and feel that, yeah, I will do something better for the company. That is how all of our initial housekeepers have turned into managers. All brewmasters have turned into trainers. All managers have turned into operation managers. And I can strongly vouch and say that our initial staff, with what we started in 2007, my 90% of staff after 15 years is working for me right now. It's
Wow.
not because of me, it's because of them, it's because of the teamwork the company is standing. So, what I believe is you should take care of them the way they want, not by giving too much, not by going on board, but step by step, stage by stage, listening to them, understanding them,
Mm.
and giving them opportunities. Individually, just sitting in office, developing an HR team and just working through them, it doesn't work at all. So if you handle it in that way, those are the guys who will, from their towns also, they start getting staff. We give them incentives for getting new staff.
Mm-hmm.
So, those extra added benefits above those salaries and all, it gives them motivation. It feels
Right.
that there are not only just office goers who get some incentives in office by selling franchise, by selling some merchandise or something. Those guys are also getting something over and above, and then they become famous in their town. They feel they are doing something for the community. People respect them. So, they keep on coming from there. Then, if one person has come from a hospitality institution, we try to have a speech by that guy to the new guys, to the new interns. Then those guys get excited. We take lots of interns within our companies from lots of hospitality institutions and management institutions. They work for 3 to 6 months. And after that, we pick up them to join in our company. What lots of hotels do, we have tried to implement that in the cafe industry. When we pay a bit more, say around 15 to 20% as per industry standards, so the poachers don't get a chance to pick them up unless and until they double up the salary. And
Correct.
then we let them go if some activities happen. So we work on these strategies.
Amazing, Vikas. Amazing. So by this, I could really figure out, having so many outlets, it is already bringing you a set of different challenges to resolve every day. One of the major challenges, what I could really comprehend, is keeping a consistency in everything.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure that every day and each and every outlet is serving the same flavor and the same customer experience?
See, to be honest and very frank, it's a franchise business. Any franchise across the world, I don't want to name anyone, I'll keep it to my brand only, the Chocolate Room. If you are giving above 80% the same taste, you are succeeding.
Correct.
I would never say that you can give 100% taste,
Mhm.
because what happens is, I'll give you an example. Even though in the Chocolate Room, 90% of the stuff is supplied from the head office, from the main warehouse. So
Mhm.
you don't need to do anything at all. Your taste is going to stay same. But making that product, the staff, the brewmaster, the chef, they are different hands working all together. Of
Hmm.
course, we have our trainers who are highly skilled and experienced. We have our SOP systems, we have our training manuals, we have our pictures that we put up into the kitchen. We
Mhm.
do all those sort of things. But other than that, a local franchise and owner also needs to keep an eye and regularly keep on auditing over and above just the manager to see that particular taste is maintained. With
Hmm.
us, what we have done is we have measuring cups, measuring jugs, measuring spoons, measuring containers and all, measuring sachets to keep it very simple that when you make up a hot chocolate, you open up that measuring spoon or a sachet, put that much, add up into milk, steam it at a particular temperature for which a thermometer is also given and given to the customers. But doing all this is very easy. 90% of the people, I can say 95% of the people in the India, if they get the taste, they don't worry about texture too much. But we as a company believe about texture as well. And we make sure that if there is any complaint from any part of India, we work on it. We individually speak to the customer, give them a free goodie, and invite them again to make sure they are satisfied. So this is the practice that we follow across all the franchises. And we have made the system and process so easy that if it's an order of a chocolate frappe, a hot chocolate, a coffee, a pancake, waffle, or a fondue, everything is measured given the premix comes from head office. You open, make the base. So 80% taste is going to stay same. Now, when the chef makes inside the kitchen, if
Mhm.
they burn it, or if what happens is 5% to 10% the taste changes in every city and state due to water, because
Correct.
in some premixes you need to add water. It changes because of the milk as well. And we
Mhm.
use fresh milk, we don't use those Tetra Pak milks. So,
Okay.
the taste would differ 5 to 10%, and I'm quite okay with it, because some cities would give you a better taste, a double better taste, and some cities would give you an okay taste. But people are used to those things in those
Hmm.
cities. And with chocolate, what happens is the sort of decoration and presentation that we do when it goes on the table. First of all, people get busy in taking pictures and uploading it on Instagram and Facebook. So that taste factor goes away. And after that, they have become so happy. And once they try it, they're already our customers.
Already
And
happy.
then when the chocolate comes in, it's sweet. So it just takes over that thing that, waffle is sweet, pancake is sweet, chocolate is sweet. So mostly the job is done. And the whole thing becomes so easy that you don't need to worry about that at all. But
Correct.
we
Correct.
don't play around with the customer sentiment. We make sure that the training and the whole process is made so easy that it's being done using those company systems, using that particular sachet, using that particular recipe. So we have made
Mhm.
manuals, systems, and all in which this becomes at such a place that managing cafes is not that hard, like managing those hardcore restaurants and all, where those gravies and all need to be made and the taste changes. So we are lucky we are in that zone that customers don't have too much of a stuff at all with those sweet tooth as well. So we don't face too much of problem that side. But we have our own systems to keep it very simple.
Absolutely. So, coming on to the last question for the interview, as a restaurateur, what's one of
Yeah.
the best habits that has helped you to succeed, and any one best advice you want to give to all our budding restaurateurs?
See, best habit is don't think you know everything.
Hmm.
Listen to the people, listen to the staff, listen to the customers, follow your review, follow your brand everywhere, and see what needs to be changed. Don't get overexcited and overconfident that I have something and it is going to last for your whole life at all. Keep on listening, keep on changing. It's a very competitive market and you would do very good at all. So that's my first thing. My advice to everyone is, our business, we have almost focused 80% on women and young entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
because lots of franchises we believe don't focus on women entrepreneurs. When you talk about Chocolate Room, 30% of my franchises are women entrepreneurs, and we are very proud to say that. So we tend to show, give interest and get those women entrepreneurs up who want to diversify, who want to do something, who want to run the show sitting at the cafe itself. So we give them proper training. A head training manager goes away, so they can also work with all the team and do something special in their life after studies, or maybe if they are into business, if they want to diversify and do something. And the message and the advice goes to all the entrepreneurs. What your heart says, go with it. Don't think too much, because time is short. If it flies away, you'll miss that train, you'll miss that flight, you'll miss that opportunity. So go with the flow, and as your heart says, just take a decision. Otherwise, someone else will grab that opportunity and you'll be left alone.
Thank you so much, Vikas, for your insightful information. It was amazing having you here in our community, and I hope you keep on inspiring everybody like you've always done.
Thank you very much.